drawings, there's a few pop-up art classes you can take advantage of to fuel your crafty side. We've got Access Carolina's Ava Bratz with Tiffany Fox Art and the Hyssop and Honey Art Boutique. Ava, how do these pop-ups work?
Really, really interesting. Okay, we're going to learn more about the space from Socialite's owner in just a little bit, but I want to introduce you to Tiffany Fox Art. Now, I first found you off Instagram. You were doing a pop-up elsewhere, but this place, you're here every Wednesday.
Yes.
Now we're going to talk about drawing. Is this something that exists in all of us, or is it you have it or you don't?
You don't have it or you don't.
Okay.
Everybody can learn to draw. It is just like learning a foreign language.
All right.
So as long as, I always tell my students, as long as you're willing to get on the train and go with me, the sky's the limit.
Okay, well, we are all aboard, and you're Carolina born and bred, so we trust you with our life.
Yes.
We got to know the first couple steps to get started. What do we need to know?
Okay, the first couple steps is a willingness to learn.
All right.
Okay, so you have to be ready to just sit down and forget all the excuses about the sick people and I can't draw a straight line. Yeah, everybody can draw anything, anywhere, anytime.
Okay.
So what we are going to talk about here is reverse shading. All right. I always suggest people start with pencil first, but once you get the basics with line, shape, and shading, then those are the first three key elements, line, shape, and shading.
Got it.
And then once we master this with pencil, we can go to colored pencil, which happens to be my favorite medium.
Oh, yeah, and we'll get to that in just a little bit.
We'll
but this is interesting to where you're not exactly coloring the dark space, you're letting the dark space
Yes,
be there.
the paper does the work.
Yes,
if you think about it like
all
that.
right,
The
so get to
paper
work here. What can we see?
So things that you need to understand about colored pencil, the main thing is that it is made of wax. So once it's on the page, it's very difficult to erase. You want to make sure you have a nice, even, burnished application of the pencil so that your values, your lights and your darks, can come through beautifully. If you have a bunch of harsh, crazy hatching, it's going to be very distracting.
Well, people might put the pressure on themselves of, oh my gosh, there's no eraser. But don't overthink it, because you were telling me earlier, let the light do the work. So how do I know where to put the
So our light here is coming from the upper left. We want to have contrast in our work. So we are going to create edges to our object. In this case, it is a melted piece of silverware. This is also one of those things that's very economical. You grab your silverware, you melt it in the oven, you take a photo.
Oh my gosh, great idea.
That's exactly how we did this.
Very true.
Yes. So as we're creating this beautiful piece of melted silverware, we want to use nice tiny little strokes. And we want to make sure we maintain the light source. So here is the light source, and then the shadow, like you said, is the paper.
Beautiful. And if people do want to get a little wild, you are certified art instructor. You've got curriculum used all over the world, and we see that here. There's a lot of color here, a lot to explore.
Oh, yes. And my business is called Mrs. T. Fox Resources. You can find me at mrstfoxresources.com. You can find me at Mrs. T. Fox Resources on Teachers Pay Teachers, or on Instagram at Mrs. T. Fox Resources.
And here on Wednesday.
And here, teaching here, live, every Wednesday evening, colored pencil classes. We have different classes every month. But this month we have colored pencil botanicals and we have visual journaling.
How fun. And I was reading online that you don't need to bring anything, just a willing spirit. You have all the supplies.
A willing spirit, all supplies included.
There you go. Well, in just the few minutes I was away, I did create this. So I have a lot to teach you in our break there, Tiffany. This has been really interesting. Thank you for sharing a little bit about it. And we come back here at the Socialite, we're going to be pressing some flowers. All righty, we'll see you real soon.
Looking forward to that process. Should be a fun one. Thanks, Ava.